Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel Cloud Expert I use. Today I'm presenting a new tutorial. If you are going to create some virtual machine on Azure and during the VM creation you want to install some service on the same by using VM extension PowerShell script. So how we do that? For this practical, first of all, I'm going to create one script. In this script, I'm going to install the web server role on the Windows Server virtual machine, what I'm going to create. After that, I'm going to set up one sample web page over there that I want to host on my virtual machine. Once I'm done with my script, after that, as the second part of the process, I'm going to create a storage account. On top of that storage account, I'm uploading that script, and during the creation of my virtual machine, I will select that script from there. And once my virtual machine deployed, it will automatically having the web server role enabled, including the web page what I have created. So that is how we are going to work in this in the practical manner. Let's get in. Here I'm opening up the PowerShell ISE, and here I'm writing the script that I want to run on my virtual machine during I'm creating the virtual machine. So first of all, I'm writing here set execution policy unrestricted, so it will allow my script to run on that server. Then I'm writing here install Windows feature, then name web server, include management tools. Verbose. This command install the web server on my Windows Server machine. Once the web server installs, then in the default directory there is some default pages available. I want to remove them and I want to set up a custom web page that I want to host on my server. So for the same, I am writing here remove item to remove item. Then here I'm going to remove the item from the C drive, inetpub, then www, and I want to remove everything inside the folder. Okay, this folder will remove all the hidden files also. Then after that, I want to add a new file over here, add content. Then I'm giving the value. So here, this is the value I'm writing here. Azure VM extension demo. Then I'm giving the path here, C drive, inetpub, www root. So what this script will do, I'm telling again, this script will allow my script to run, then install the web server role on my virtual machine what I'm creating. After that, remove the files from the www folder, and there it will add one more index.html file that will contain this detail. And here I'm adding one more thing just to close this one. So what I'm making here, like I have created a web page that I want to post from my virtual machine. Once I'm done with writing the script, I can save this one. So I'm saving this one on my desktop with name websvr.ps1, and this script is stored. Now this script is created. As an expert of the practical, I'm going to create a storage account and upload that script over there. Now here I'm opening up the Azure portal, and here I'm selecting the storage account. I'm going to create a new storage account. For creating the storage account, click on create button and fill the details. So first of all, I'm creating a new resource group here, class RG, any name you can give here. Then you have to give the name for your storage account. Make sure this storage account name should be unique, otherwise it will not allow you to create a storage account. So here I'm giving name. This is the one. I'm deploying it into the East US region. As a preferred storage type, I'm selecting Azure storage over here. And in the redundancy, I'm selecting LRS option. In my next video, I'm going to tell what are the difference between all these redundancy options. As of now, for this practical, I'm selecting the LRS option. Then you have to click on review and create. It will validate the settings what you have selected for creating the storage account. Once the validation gets done, you can go ahead and create a storage account. Okay, that's fine. Now I'm clicking here on create. So this will create a storage account for me. Once the storage account will create, then I'm going to create one container over there, and on top of that I'm storing my script. So why it is important? Because whenever we are using VM extension for script, so you should save your script into the storage account or container, then you can execute it during creation of the virtual machine. It's okay. Alright, here you can see storage account is created. Now click on the go to resource. After that, scroll down here and you can see one option configuration. By default, public access is disabled. Just to avoid the chance for the mistake, you can enable this one and save the configuration. Once this configuration save, then refresh the page. It will update the things from the server. So here we go. I'm selecting the overview option and refreshing the page. So it will update all the settings from the server. After that, here I'm selecting the container option and I'm creating a container where I'm going to store my script. Here I'm selecting the name. So for the name, I'm writing a script, for example, and I'm setting the access on blob level. That's fine. So this will create one container for me. Once the container is created, I'm opening this one and I'm going to upload my file over here. So by using this upload button, I'm uploading the file. Then I have to select the script what I have created. This is the one. Let me open this one and then click on the upload. Here you can see my script is uploaded successfully. Now what the next I'm going to do, I'm going to create a virtual machine, and during the VM creation, I'm going to select the script what I have uploaded. So once my virtual machine deployed, automatically I am having the web server on top of that with the specific web page what I have mentioned in the script. So let's create a virtual machine and then test the things what we have done. Alright. Now for creating the virtual machine, I'm searching here for virtual machine in global search bar, and I'm selecting this service to create a virtual machine. Here I'm creating a new virtual machine. Okay. After selecting the subscription, you can select resource group. I'm giving the name of my virtual machine as WebVM. I want to deploy this into the East US region. No infrastructure redundancy required. For the operating system here, I'm selecting Windows Server 2019 Data Center. Leave the size as it is. Here in the username, I'm selecting this one as my username, and this is going to be the password for my virtual machine. Here I'm installing the web service on top of this virtual machine. So just to check if my service is running or not, I'm enabling the HTTP in the inbound rule so that I can test the configuration once the deployment is complete. After filling the details into the basic over here, go to the disk, skip everything as it is, leave everything as it is in the networking, then go to the management, same goes for monitoring, then click on the advanced here. Now you can see in this advanced option, we have this extension option available. From here, we can go ahead and add the VM extension for PowerShell script what we have created. For the same, click here on select an extension to install. And in the search bar, search for custom script execution. This is the one. Then after that, select this one, custom script execution. Click on the next. Then it will ask you from where you want to run your script. Where is your script file? So when you click on the browse, it will redirect you to the storage account. And here you can see we have created the storage account right here. I'm selecting the same. Inside this, we have one script container, and that script container contains the script what I want to run during the creation of my virtual machine. That's okay. I'm selecting this one and click on create. And then you can go for the review and create. This will validate all the settings what you have selected to deploy your virtual machine. Once the validation gets done, then you can start creating the virtual machine. And once this virtual machine create, what happen in this machine automatically web server is going to be installed and default web page is going to be created. So once the machine is deployed, then we are going to test the configuration by accessing the virtual machine IP on the web browser. And after the deployment, I'm expecting one sample web page what I have created. That's okay. So let this deployment get complete, and once this deployment get done, then we will see the outcome. Okay, so now you can see this deployment is complete. I'm clicking here on go to resource, and you can see our web deployment is completed. I'm copying this public IP address of the VM, and I'm opening up in here, and I'm expecting the default web page in here. And here you can see it's working fine. So this is how we can use VM extension PowerShell script